We teach our children what to look for when crossing the road. We teach them to stay away from hot things. But are we teaching them how to read the room? And the room, it's yes, a literal room or their environment. Okay? So what you need to keep on looking at, or the phrase you keep reminding, is what is the baseline and what is an anomaly. Baseline, normal. The cars are parked, the shops are open, the neighbors are chatting. Anomaly, something is not right. Something that the child can spot the difference. They can sense that something is off without having you as a parent or the guardian shouting with a megaphone saying the world is dangerous, because that's the world we live in as we are. So we are going to use games. We have talked about this in a different platform, so I want to give you more information. Instead of just knowing the word situational awareness, what can you do to actually make it fun? Okay, so what you need to remember is this: always have the ages of your children in mind. If you have multiple children, then you need to just consider that even as you're communicating it, that everybody is understanding it at a different pace. Okay, so let's say from ages 4 to 7, you can give the names, the numbers, safe helpers. You'll understand about the safe helpers as you go. From age 8, and remember, it depends with your child, you can add reading the room skills. And for teenagers or any child, because it doesn't have to be a teenager, any child who has access to the phone, you now let them know about phone and online awareness, because situational awareness is not just on or out here in reality, it is also on the digital space. And they need to be aware of what is an anomaly in their day-to-day activities, such that they can also spot when similar patterns show up on the digital space. Okay, so let's go. When it comes to play, it's one of the best ways to communicate and educate, inform, pass on skills to the little ones, or even us as adults. So let's look at it this way: any age can be spot the safe adult. Okay, so you walk into a new space. It's going to be the mall, it's going to be the place of worship, it's going to be school, it's going to be your place of work. It's a new space. We can't just work with, don't talk to strangers. Their teacher was once a stranger. Their cousins were once strangers. Their friends, your friends, were once strangers. Somehow we talk. The person you introduced to them as auntie, as uncle, was also a stranger. So why is it that you're saying don't talk to strangers? We need to step out, we need to communicate. So who is a safe adult? Such that they're not just being wary of every single individual, because almost everybody around them is a stranger. So walk into the mall, walk into that shop, as you're having the hike or just a stroll, whatever it is, ways of connecting with your child. You tell your child, spot two things. Spot two things. Okay, in this room, in this place, where is the nearest exit? If anything you needed to get out of this place, where is the next exit? Okay, and if it's not an exit, who is the nearest safe adult? Somebody that you can actually approach. So it could be a security guard, male, female, a shop attendant wearing the uniform. It could be a mother with children. No bias to the men, but usually there's that aspect of the mother with children. Do you also remember, if we got separated, who is your partner? You keep telling them, if we ever got separated, and we try our level best that never happens, but if in the event that you are out, we are going towards the holiday season, and if you are going for an event and all of a sudden you are separated from each other, who is a safe adult? And then another game you can play is the what's different walk. What's different about this street? Okay, so what's kawaida? What's normal? So the mama mboga, the shoemaker, is it the cobbler, is it the caretaker somewhere, is it that the security guard? What is normal here? Like on any given day, after you're coming home from school, as we are coming back from our place of worship, as you're coming home or you're going from home, to whatever it is that you're doing, whether you're being accompanied or you are by yourself, what's normal? And then what's not normal? Case in point, one of the holidays near where I stay, there was a car parked and just near the gate, and every single lady who passed, somebody in that vehicle was calling them, and especially the young girls. But the gentlemen, nah. And then it was dark, it was creepy. So when it comes to a car which is not a school bus, and it's just there, the engine is running and there's a stranger, what is it? Is that normal? Then there's usually an entrance that is usually closed, but now all of a sudden, like closed almost every single time, but all of a sudden it's shut. It's open, or it has always been open, but now all of a sudden it is shut. They notice that the tree has been cut, and hopefully not a billboard be put up. But what is different and what is normal on your day-to-day walk? So it's not teaching them to be paranoid. No. It's kachonjo. Then one golden rule, the adult rule. Safe adults don't ask children for directions or for help. As an adult, me, if I am lost or there's somewhere I need to be or there's something I need to, I am not asking a child. Who has eaten more salt in this world? A child or an adult? Why am I asking the child for directions, for help? Nisaidie. Who is in a better position to help? An adult or a child? So the child is honest, they have been told to be kind, to be helpful. But if a stranger asks your child for directions, my puppy is lost, I have been sent by your parent, what are the code names of confirming, by the way, are you sure? Not just the name. What are the ways that you confirm that indeed you are saying my mother has told you that I should come with you? It's 100% to say no. It's 100% to respectfully step away and keep walking. It is good to find, to even direct that adult to another adult. But they need to practice. No, I need to ask my mom first. No, you are making me uncomfortable. If the person is insisting, you can scream your lungs out. Give your child permission, and they need to act out these scenarios, okay? 4, the what if role play, okay? So this is where you need to keep repeating, or you act it out with the scenarios so that it sticks. Muscle memory, long-term memory, it sticks. At home, act a few things. What if we got separated at the supermarket? What if we got separated at that particular show we are going to? What do you do? What if someone offered you sweets, candy, or any other sweet treat and told you, come baby, come? What do you do? What if? So code words are some questions to ask. Keep calm, but if you need to scream your lungs out, scream your lungs out. It's okay, you'll clear the misunderstanding later if it turns out that it's a distant auntie who the child has never seen before. But it's better to be safe than sorry. So no code word. This is an anomaly. I need to figure out what is the figuring out. You need to have played those scenarios out. Make it a game. They remember games. Okay? So if you're using public means, if they are in the estate, if the watchman is changed, if it's during the holiday programs, if it is during family gatherings, or a place that they are not familiar with, when they get there, when they're in that vehicle, what do they need to pay attention to? They're not always going to be in private means. They will not always be in your vehicle or a trusted adult's vehicle. They will be continents apart, because isn't that the dream? Traveling for work, for leisure, for studies. They will not always be in your vehicle. So they need to know that they should not always be on their phone. So that if someone makes a turn, okay, are you really avoiding the jam, or it's okay to say, to ask questions. Ask. But you're playing out certain scenarios. You're not making them paranoid. You're just letting them know, by the way, I'm not telling you to be suspicious of every single person. I'm just asking you, encouraging you, notice. Trust your instincts. I believe in you. Come and tell me if something was off and we have a discussion. Such that you're not just talking about academics and housework. Please don't become a principal or principal or a matron. Principal because of academics, and matron because umefanya, this is not clean enough. This is. They say that situational awareness is like brushing your teeth. The earlier you teach them, or is like brushing, helping them to brush their teeth. The earlier you teach them, the more it is practiced, and the more natural it becomes. And that's where they will notice what's the baseline and what is an anomaly. So, as we come to the end, subscribe to Parenting Conundrums, because we actually look at practical parenting strategies. This is how do I become street smart. Shida ya matamshi. So, for this week's assignment, even you as a parent and a guardian, you have an assignment. The next time you're out together, or even in the house, ask your child to point out 3 safe adults. But in this case, out and about, 3 safe adults. Who, if you're not with mom, if you're not with dad, if you're not with auntie, uncle, yeah, who can you go to? Who are 3 safe adults? And then, where are the exits? Such that they're not always focusing on candy, they're not always focusing on the toys. They are actually looking, and then be like, if anything happens, A, B, C, and D, all the way to Z or Z, depending on who your English teacher is. So, as we end, do you also remember a warning or something a parent or a guardian in your life pointed out or informed you about kukaa chonjo? Like, what is a tip you yourself have actualized, you were taught when you were younger, about what is baseline and what is abnormal, and it actually paid off? You're like, by the way, mom was right, dad was right, shosho, auntie, guka, uncle, somebody in your life was correct in telling you, by the way, catch on your na, stay alert about. So share that in the comments and let's see. And let's pass it on to the next generation so that we can be street, book smart, and street smart. The perfect combination. Have a lovely day and see you soon. Bye-bye.